everyone, Jurassic Man here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Mattel Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Colossal Indominus Rex. Now this is just a recent figure of 2020, and already it's taken the sculpt of the already famous Indominus Rex that Mattel gave us last year and scaled it up to the Colossal size. Now being a Colossal figure, it means it has limited posability, but so does the other one too. But also, it seems this guy's going to have an electronic release, considering something I'm going to show later. But right now, I just want to get off by showing this. Now, compared to the other Colossal figures, this one isn't a new sculpt. I'm pretty sure it's the same sculpt they used for the other Rex, or the Indoraptor. You know what I'm talking about. Sorry, big mistake. But one thing I like to point out is that even though it's scaled up, the details are not lost. Usually when some figures are scaled up or scaled down, the details are lost. This one, I think what they did is that they scaled it up and kept new details along with the old ones with it. And I'm going to show you that right now. First, let's get over to the figure itself. Now this figure has been released to the new wave called Camp Cretaceous, which is a new Netflix series that's coming out for the Jurassic World franchise. Which means it's also the very first Jurassic Park series. Something that we haven't gotten, or at least gotten tried, since all the way back in 1993 or 94, when they tried to pitch in different series from then on. Now the single one was successful, but now you finally have one. Ignore the Lego one, but yeah. A completely new series that's coming out with a new set of toy line. This is gonna boost Jurassic Park and Jurassic World materials up for future until the future installment and those after. Anyways, let's get right to the figure. Now the figure of the Indominus Rex itself is very nicely detailed. If you could bring it up closer here. As you can see, it contains or withstands a lot of the details that the original one had. Not sure if the lighting will pick this up. But even the face itself has a lot of details. Hopefully the camera picks up, I can't really tell. This is a big figure and it needs a big spot. The tail is not like the other ones where it's rubbery. It's actually more hard plastic or very hard rubber. I cannot really tell since I'm not really a pro or expert on these kind of stuff. But the figure is just phenomenal. It keeps a lot of the details along with some new ones into it. I really love this figure. I really do. I just recently bought this, but I already love it. And it's just really cool. Now, posability on this is very similar to that of the regular Indominus Rex, which I'll show later. Posabilities are on the arms, which can go pretty far back, but hinders from the leg. Pretty far forward. I think they could go full 180 or 160. But I don't want to push that far, otherwise it will. There's also a crank right here, which keeps the arm locked in place. Both arms can do this, although only just the right arm that does it right now. They also have a swivel in the hand, just like the blue Indoraptor. I'm not even sure if anyone's seeing this, but I can't really see it because it's a big figure so well. So yeah, the arm can go all the way around, and the hands can swivel all the way around too. Also, there's no indication on the wrist. So basically you can have it in any position without losing that sculpt. The head itself actually has 3 articulations actually, unlike the other ones. There's of course the jaw and the top jaw articulations, which can close the Indominus mouth just about there. And you can widen the skull pretty wide. Right there. Unlike the Colossal figures, they have a hollow feature, which I'll go into that later. However, the third articulation is in the neck, where I'm pretty sure it's the first one that can do this, but you can swivel the neck side to side, as of that seen here. It doesn't go all the way around, but it makes sense. But basically, the head is in an articulation, so you can put it into any position you want it to. Let's bring the camera a bit closer. As you can see right there, there is a hollow feature inside where you can swallow small figures. And I really like the tongue, how it's actually sculpted and grooved itself, which is a nice touch. The eye itself is nicely painted along with the details on the sides. Not sure if the camera could pick that up. But it has a lot of detail to it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to customize this figure when it gets more released. I managed to find this in Target, so that's a good find. The legs are separately jointed. Although they don't go so far as the arms do, they do go pretty far back and forth. They are very sturdy and heavy, and they're very hard to turn, so it is very good that this figure is not going to loosen up joints. And like a lot of the figures, they do have a leg swivel. It's a little loose on mine. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or bad thing. The tail, I'm not sure if I remember correctly if the other ones had them, but the tail can move side to side with its own articulations. It seems this is a neutral pose right here, considering the markings on the side of the tail. But yeah, that's about it. Articulation wise, it's pretty good articulation for a big figure like this. The details on it, and along with the colors, is very nice and reminiscent on the other Indominus Rex. So I'm just looking at the two apart, and they already look alike. Now, let's get to the feature, or its main feature. Swallowing small figures, like the Rock here, or unlike the other Indominus Rex, which does swallow the figures to the throat, this one goes all the way through like the Colossal figures. And you can open them up on the bottom right here. And out comes the Rock. So yeah, you can swallow figures and swallow them whole, just like the other Colossal figures. Now, let's get right into comparisons. I know it seems a bit rushed, but I gotta do comparisons on these guys. So the obvious first comparison is, of course, the previous Indominus Rex figure we got of last year. This is the electronic Indominus Rex that we haven't noticed, and you can still find them in stores. I did not see the both of them together in stores, but you can find them both. You can see how big this guy scales up with the other Indominus Rex, which is pretty cool. Now, I am going to show you another figure I have in my collection, and that is my very first Jurassic World figure that is not by Mattel, but by Hasbin. It's cheap knockoff of a dinosaur toy, as you could call it. Now, if you could put the comparisons together, you can see that over time, these Indominus figures grow bigger and bigger. I would get out my other electronic Indominus Rex figure, but I have unfortunately sold it, so I don't have it no more. I just have this, which I'll never sell, even though I don't like the toy itself. I will never sell it, because this is my very first Jurassic World figure, and also my very first Jurassic Park toy. In a way. So it's memory. It's nostalgia for me. Unlike the other Indominus Rex, this one can electronics. However, if you look underneath on the chest region of this new Indominus Rex, you can see what appears to be a speaker box. I see that in the Baryonyx figure, the non-electronic ones, and they have that too, along with the Triceratops as well. Meaning that there's going to be an electronic variation of this Indominus Rex, maybe later this year, maybe next year, who knows. What is known is that there's going to be another release on this Indominus Rex. It might be a battle damage version, might be not. It will probably just be another electronic exclusive. Either way, I'm only just going to have this one, because there's just one I need. Not to mention I don't have any space for another one, but it would be cool to have another one. You could also look at the Indoraptor from this line, which does not scale up very well with this Indominus Rex recreation. However, you can recreate a certain battle scene from the first movie. If you have a Colossal T-Rex and a pretty big size Blue, maybe the new one, you can have the Indoraptor with the Indominus Rex fighting the T-Rex and Blue, with the Raptors fighting on top and the Rex fighting in the bottom. That would actually be a cool picture, and I really want to see someone do that in the future. But yeah. So what do I think about this figure? Well, besides its size and its space-wise, it's a pretty cool figure to have. Honestly, I really love it. It's nicely detailed, it's nicely painted. It's very iffy to some people, however, it does have that that cool Indominus feel that I think Indominus Rex fans will have, will need, will want in their collection. And Indominus Rex is my favorite fictional monster, in a way, in the entire franchise. So I would recommend this figure. Yeah, because I'm gonna give this a straight up 5 out of 5. It's a very good figure. It's very needed. It's only has one gimmick problem, and that is probably gonna have another release with the electronics in it. I would like to have that electronic version, but I can't sell this or anything. It's just too big and heavy. But anyways, this guy can go up to around $55 on retail stores, but usually taxes wise will make it up to $60. Although I could see later in the future that the sales might go, and it might go lower, but who knows? Nobody will know. I mean, I've never seen the blue figure go lower, so yeah. So anyways, I hope you guys liked this review. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.